How are you doing, guys? Right, so this is the last video of the week, I think. We'll do some more next week, don't worry. But this one is strictly off syllabus. It's gonna be, well, kind of. It's going to be footwork stuff for kicking for kicks that are off syllabus. One of the things, if you're in the club, you'll kind of know. We used to have a Wednesday class here that both myself and Mr. Patel, third Dan instructor, Kieran, if you don't know his name, taught for quite a long time. And myself and Mr. Bigley before that, which is now moved to Mondays, where I'm not available. So now it's Mr. Patel and Adrian Bigley, one of our first years. Good guy. But if you've ever been in that class, especially seniors, you'll notice, it is not strictly a syllabus class. Some syllabus happens occasionally, patterns mostly, but yeah, it's a kick heavy class. It's stuff that is not in syllabus because we want to expand the knowledge of our students, in particular our level 2 and level 3s. Okay, we want to go, look, we know you're graded on this. We know this is your core kicking syllabus, this is your core blocking syllabus, this is our patterns. Here's freestyle over here, here's your sparring, here's the self-defense stuff. When we're allowed to do sparring and self-defense. However, we are one martial art in thousands across the planet, tens of thousands probably. Okay, there is so much variety and so many instructors that teach the same thing different ways. Yeah, you could learn. I'm gonna pick something that's not our own style. I don't know, Wing Chun, Kung Fu style. Yeah, Wing Chun or Shotokan, Japanese karate, or Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Doesn't matter. Okay, but how one person teaches it at this school is going to be different to how this person over here teaches it at a different school on the other side of the planet. Same system, yeah, same system, okay, but taught differently. End results might be slightly different. Little sneaky details might be slightly different, okay. And both myself and Mr. Patel, we look at some of this stuff. YouTube is a rabbit hole, seriously. It's just, you just go down the rabbit hole, 2 hours worth of martial art watching, and then you come out the other side going, right, I want our guys to try this, try that. Didn't like that bit was okay, maybe, but that bit was really cool, okay? And we say, look, you're not going to be graded on this. This is not something you're ever going to be tested on. However, it'd be really nice if you try it and just experience this way of doing such and such, or trying this method of footwork for this kick, or this type of kick, or this combination, okay? Simply to expand your knowledge, okay? It's the same thing when in a couple of videos ago, I was talking about that I run weapons classes once a week, okay? It's not part of our grading system or anything like that. It's just an extra section of knowledge, of martial art knowledge and training for our students, okay? Just so they can do something different, yeah? I did 5 years, 6 years of katana, sword, bokken stuff. Loved it, okay? That was a gradable system for me. I got to second Dan in that. Go me. Until it stopped. I couldn't train anymore. But I've done nunchuk stuff, I've done staff stuff, I've done this, that and the other. And I want to pass some of that knowledge on, okay? But if you are only restricted by your core syllabus, it's like you're looking at martial arts with blinkers on, like a horse with blinkers, like tunnel vision. Yeah, saying that this is the style, this is martial arts, when there is a whole world of everything. Yeah, I say tens of thousands of martial arts out there probably you could go and learn. Okay. So we do like to make sure our guys have got stuff that they can expand on, yeah? They might find a love for something specific that's outside our syllabus that we can help introduce them to and help teach them, and then they might go on to that at a later date, or they might go learn more and do this, I don't know, you know? It's always one of those things that martial arts is for everybody, but not everybody is for your martial arts. Okay, I would love it if there's 7.8 billion people on this planet tried matrix martial arts is martial art. And I know that 99.9% of them will go, that's not for us. But they might go and try Kung Fu and love that. Or they might go and try Shotokan and love that. They might go and do Kali sticks and do a weapon system. I can recommend a really good Kali stick club run by a guy called Mike Knight. You know, it might be MMA, it might be boxing. Okay, it might not be martial arts at all. They might sort of go, actually, I think ballet is the thing for me. Okay, but at least they tried it. Okay. Today, what I want to talk about is this. Okay, after my little, again, tangent, normal tangents. Okay, it's interesting piece of footwork for when we're doing our kicking. Okay, now you will notice if you train with us that we have two pieces of footwork for most of our kicks. Okay, we have rear leg kick or rear leg move, front leg kick. Okay, those are pretty much our two options. Okay, and I will argue the point even when it comes to the jumping stuff, okay, the jump spinny stuff, that it is still the same. Okay, from here I have got rear leg kick, front kick, back kick. Notice I'm being very light, I'm not fully warm. Okay, when the kick goes forwards or goes backwards, you have rear leg kick, or you have rear leg moves somehow, some piece of footwork, front leg kick. Okay, obviously I did that very, very slowly. Okay, you know, people know about skipping kicks, yeah, shuffling kicks, etc. Depending on whether you're going to turn your hip for a side kick, turn it for a hook kick, whatever. Okay, or your rear leg. Now, that's our syllabus. Okay, that is what is in our syllabus. Now, when it comes to, I'm moving back a bit, but when we're talking about jumping kicks, okay, I would still argue exactly the same two options. Jump front kick, yeah, so normal front kick, this one. When we do jump front kick, it is a jumping version of step kick, effectively. Okay, rear leg moves first, it lifts, other leg kicks. It is a scissor kick. Okay, so we go up, kick. It is still a variant of back leg moves, front leg kicks. Yeah, there's just that jump in the middle. Okay, rear leg moves, front leg kicks. Same for a jump round kick, rear leg moves, front leg kicks. Okay, jump side kick is closer to rear leg kick. Okay, so I did first. Back leg comes through. Okay, I say taking it very, very light. Even our jump spin kicks, I would argue are the same. Now I'm going to change legs for this. It's easy to notice. Rear leg, okay, is still the one that is going to do all the work first. So, for jump turn back kick and jump turn hook kick, it's my rear leg that comes around to do the kick. Okay, like I said, not warm for this, hence why I'm not jumping high or anything. But it is your rear leg, there's your move. Jump turn axe kick is the one that is kind of the standout kick because it doesn't look like anything else that we do. However, I would still argue it is a rear leg moves, front leg kicks kind of kick. That's it. Okay, it's still back leg goes first for that axe kick to come over the top. Okay, it's almost like I'm trying to do a scissor axe kick in reverse. Yeah, a reverse scissor. Yeah. So all through our syllabus, that's what we've got. Okay, that's what we've got. Okay, we have back leg always goes first. Always. Whether it does the kick or not depends on the kick. but the back leg always goes first. Okay? Now, from a very, very basic perspective, I'm going to use the bag for this. Okay? Some kicks, especially when you're at this kind of distance, jabbing distance, okay, do not work like that. Okay? If I try and do a back leg kick from here, oh, I am way too close. Yeah? I'm the right distance for a knee, but I'm not the right distance for a kick. Okay? I also cannot step kick from here. Yeah? Too close. Way too close. Okay? Which is where other things come in. Okay? Things like, from jabbing distance, I'm close to my target. I can lean and kick. Again, we will advise our guys on this for things like sparring. You can use it in your freestyle. You even see it occasionally in patterns. Okay? So you notice, as an example, blue belt, you're going on. There is a section of this where you come through into a punch, and your rear leg, boom, goes big side kick. Straight elbow, straight out of syllabus, yeah? Back leg, boom, big side kick. Wow. But then you turn and guard and lean side kick. That's not in the kicking syllabus. It is neither a back leg nor is it a step up. Okay, it is actually a lean away kick. So, we need our guys to make sure that from a certain distance they can lean kick without that back foot doing anything apart from, again, which is why we still argue that maybe it's still within realms of what I'm talking about, your toes turn. Okay, from your standard guard here, as I lean to kick, my back foot turns out. My toes point away from my kick, so it acts like a chock. So that when if my toes are perpendicular to my kick, yeah, it's a good way to push and roll an ankle, okay, because you've not got anything that's really supporting you. So it's very easy to kind of roll it and twist an ankle doing that. But the other problem, like I say, is you're just off balance. It's very easy to push yourself off of the target that way. Okay? You want to make sure your kick is as effective as possible, so that acting like a chock and a bit of stability and a bit of push from the ground is quite useful. Okay? So you could still argue that even on a lean away kick, you turn the foot before you shoot the kick. Okay? It still kind of follows, but it's not a piece of footwork. It's not actually a step or a kick with the back leg. It is just a balance thing. Okay? But you can still always argue that your back foot moves first. Okay? Other things are things like a gliding kick or a slide or a float. Loads of different ways of saying this. But it's that from here, a step kick and a back leg kick don't quite reach. I'm about a foot out of range from actually touching said target, and probably a foot and a half from having any real impact. Okay? So having softer back knee, so when I go forward, notice that I can't reach, can't reach. Okay? You just sort of sink your weight and push. Okay? And there's that little bit, you can hear it. So glide, it's not a jumping kick. Okay? I'm not coming off the ground to cover distance. Okay? I'm literally pushing on the ground. I'm connected. You can hear it on these mats as a move. Okay? All of these things are really useful. Again, like I said, when it comes to freestyle, it makes it look a bit more varied, makes you look like you know more about what you're doing, but also your sparring. Okay, that you can kick when you're a bit too close officially for a kick. Okay, or you can be when you suddenly find yourself completely out of range, have that little trump card, that little trick up your sleeve. Okay. But like I say, they are off syllabus as far as our base kicking syllabus goes, but we do encourage them when it comes to, say, freestyle, sparring, if you're doing pad and target training, kicking bags, okay, just to expand your knowledge. Now, when it comes to our jumping system, our jumping kicks, not a jumping system, that sounds weird, our jumping kicks, the system that we've got, like I say, follows the rule I've already outlined, okay? Rear leg goes first, regardless whether it's going to be the kicking leg or it's going to be the what we call the winding leg. It's what builds momentum, okay? Whether it's a scissor kick or it's that turn, jump turn, axe kick, stuff like that. It's always the one that goes first. Now, if you look at, because what we call a jump turn back kick is technically what a lot of places call a pop back kick or a 180 back kick, okay? Because it goes from the back to the front and down, okay? If you look at what's usually described as a jump turn back kick from a Taekwondo standpoint, it would actually be rear leg through back kick, okay? And that's a big, big difference in terms of what the kick looks like, okay? One, I can actually get away with from jabbing distance, just, okay? Taekwondo version, I've got to have that distance, rear leg through, and go a long way around, okay? However, notice how it happens. It still goes rear leg first, up, round, okay? Rear leg moved, it's the winding leg, the momentum driver for my front leg to do the kick. Okay, if you're extra clever, you can obviously extend that front one and get it to have a contact point. We always like to say it's a kick, but you've got to be very, very good and snappy to get that first one to actually have any sort of jab to it. Otherwise it's just a contact, it's just a touch, okay? But you'd go round from here, 1, 2, and it's still that rear leg that goes first. Obviously, you then start turning those out. You can start doing extra stuff, but it still follows roughly the same system of kicking for what we do. Now, here's where we come back to details, how this applies to our syllabus. Regardless, like I say, whether it is a normal front kick or something off syllabus, yeah, whatever, okay, it's your rear leg that moves first. Even if we take that strange lean away side kick example that I used, technically it's your front leg that does the kick and everything, apart from that piece of balance. Okay? If you can get that into your head that it will be your back leg or at least your back foot that is the first thing to move in any kick, it stops you ending up with Mr. Bigley's pet peeve, which is people doing what's called a run-up. Okay? And it doesn't matter whether it's a bog standard side kick or a round kick or whatever, or if it's a jumping kick, but people that move their front foot first. Okay? They're standing in their guard and we say, okay, we're going to jump front kick, and they go 1, 2, 3. Yeah? That front foot suddenly whoop, has a little lurch, or they rock on their heel to get a bit of momentum, and whoop, go. Okay? It's a dead giveaway that something's coming. Okay? We want to go from our guard, up, kick. Okay? We want the back leg to go first. For everything. Okay? When we're doing a turning kick, okay, that rear leg starts to turn. Yeah, once I'm on my way round, I can sort the rest of my footwork out. Okay? But this one has to start its journey. Okay? Notice how I wind from the shoulders as well for a turning kick. Round, off. Okay? It's already coming off the ground. There. Okay? It's pretty weird in socks. Okay? So please, that's the detail. When we're off syllabus, there's still a lot of stuff that we do that follows those rules. Okay, that rule of back foot or back leg moves first. Yeah, whatever it is. Okay, certain kicks that are like a long way outside our syllabus. Let's say I like a 540 heel kick, which again I'm not warm enough, but I'll give you the wind up for it. It's still the same thing because we've got to step in. Yeah, now we do our 360 round kick or tornado round kick as a step lift. Okay. You can do rear leg first. Okay, rear leg can come up. rear leg moves first. Yeah? If it's on off the back, rear leg moves, off, kick. If I do it with a step through, same one here. Rear leg moves first. Your rear leg is 99.9% of the time your momentum driver, your kick, your turning force, your lifting leg, yeah, whatever it takes to get your kick out, okay? When we go like bigger than that, for a bigger turn than a 360, you kind of need that wind up, okay? Very few people have got something that can go from a stance rear leg, excuse me, and go whoop, into a 540. There are a lot of people out there that can do it, but they are few and far between because it's a really hard kick. Okay, they need something to get that wind. So even from a wind perspective, that rear leg, okay, which a lot of the time I notice people doing that they practice it like sideways. They step into centre. Okay, so they don't step through into the kick, and they don't do it as a big lift. Okay, they have a little shuffle step, and it would officially be your back leg. Come in, turn your hips in to then generate your spin. Now I'm only going to do the spin, I'm not going to throw the kick out because I'm not warm enough for this, okay? But if I'm going that way, officially this would be my front leg and this would be my back leg, okay? Front leg, back leg. My back leg would move first to my centre point, my back leg will then be up to do these really big kind of 540 heel kick or something, okay? So when I step in, I'm looking to be in to then get that turn out, okay? But it's still my rear leg that's doing the momentum drive. It's getting me into narrow, a really narrow stance. I'm literally just banging the ball of my foot down. I'm not heavy footed, okay? It just comes in and turn the hips, okay? It's so that everything's in the middle. My hands are in the middle, my feet are in the middle. If you try and spin with your feet out, yeah, it's quite slow. Okay? If you spin with your feet in, you go a lot quicker. Okay? So that's what it's doing. It's bringing everything into the centre, okay, in, and then you can work your spin. So you come in, and then get your turn out. Okay? I said, if I was warm, I'd be trying to bang that heel kick out. I'm not warm enough. As I said in previous videos, I'm not going to do anything really stupid when I'm not warm and knacker my knees and my hips as I'm getting old. Okay? But if people want to start practicing jump stuff or jump training for bigger kicks, these are places to start. Okay? Think about how we go step and wind. Okay? Pull that knee across. Think about when we want to do like jump turn back kicks, rear leg up, and you reverse turn. Yeah, so you go from one leg forwards, you turn backwards over your rear shoulder, tucking down, then you throw that back kick or hook kick halfway around. Things like that. Getting used to having your arms and feet in to do 360 jumps. Yeah, not trying to go wind and spin. Yeah, doesn't help you. Okay, keep everything in. Get round. Okay, then you think about turn and a half, 2 turns maybe if you're very springy and spinny. Footsteps for bigger turns. Okay, step throughs. Okay, but like I say, 99% of all of this stuff still relates directly to our syllabus, where our rear foot will move first. Yeah? If your front foot moves first, unless you're doing something very, very fancy outside of the syllabus, because you need a kind of a whatever it is, it's a bit much, okay? This is unnecessary, okay? So if you can get that into your head, detail-wise, rear foot moves first all the time, absolutely golden, absolutely golden. And it will stop people doing run-ups on jump kicks at gradings, because that's really annoying. I'll stop it. Okay, thank you very much. Have fun. Keep training.